Hello, welcome back to Fist Entertainment. This time for my review of Rob Zombie's 3 from Hell. I know there is a UHD Blu-ray of this, but I just had a regular Blu-ray, and because I'm not a fan of this trilogy, I'm not going to pay more money to get the 4K version. Sorry. There's not that much of a difference. I think they both have Dolby True HD audio technologies instead of Dolby Atmos on one and Dolby True HD on the other. This film is better than the last one, but it's not as good as the first film. I would say that Rob Zombie in this film decided to make this more of the this is the movie you watch if you want to have a house party. Because literally, that's what it feels like with me in this fucking movie. It feels like it's a big, long fucking house party. I mean, shit. You fucking have Otis, fucking a ugly, big, humongous house-sized fucking Mexican, and a skinny, regular demographic Mexican at the same fucking time. And you have freaking baby Firefly going ahead and doing with all the masculinity fucking testosterone of Mexican men in a fucking knife throwing match for money. And you have freaking their half brother going ahead and fucking some hot freaking Mexican talking about making pornos. I mean, come on. You can't get more house party than that. There's even freaking, oh yeah, I got breakfast for your hangover in this fucking movie. I mean, it's ridiculous. The first film kind of made you feel squeamish and made you feel like you're in a very macabre universe and you got something special. The second film is just fucking a drag boring fucking chamber piece movie that is stupid. This film is like, we're gonna take all that and then we're gonna romanticize it and make it to where it's cool to be, I guess, satanic worshipping serial killers or something. Now the plot of the movie. Upon the events of The Devil's Rejects, I don't know fucking how, but after each one of our 3 remaining serial killers gets shot literally 30 fucking times, they don't fucking die. And like I said, it would make sense to us why they didn't fucking die if they would have taken the fact that they are satanic worshippers and practice black magic, and maybe there's something supernatural about their fucking family in their world. It would have made more sense, especially in this movie, if they explained that. Because that makes a lot of sense about why they can survive being shot 30 fucking times each. Literally, Captain Spaulding, Otis, and baby Firefly were shot 30 fucking times. And then he didn't die. And there's not even a scratch on him, not even a fucking scar. And this film takes place a decade later, so 1987, 1986. And they're in, obviously, maximum security prisons and stuff like that. Otis, with the help of his half-brother, who we have no, they had another family member, and he just shows up out of the woodwork and breaks Otis out of prison. Then they start toying with the warden to spring baby Firefly out of prison. Then they start having fun, doing their usual mumble jumbo. Let's go ahead and play on the weaknesses and stupidity of average, dumb, demographic people and use it against them, and then leave a path of bizarre, macabre murder in the wake, and then move on. to do whatever the hell they're going to do, which is what they did with the warden, the warden's wife, the prosecuting attorney, and prosecuting attorney's wife. And this right here makes no fucking sense. I don't know how the hell this happened, but they were disturbed in this house by some freaking for hire party clown that knocks on their freaking door, and because he wasn't that great of a clown, Otis shoots him in the fucking head and stuff like that. There's even a little freaking comedy there. Then they go to a hotel. Baby Doll is fucking restless, so she wants to go ahead and cause, fuck shit up. Although she hasn't, and of course they're like, I swear you out of frickin' prison. Haven't you been having enough excitement for one fucking day? And then of course, her idea of a soda party is to have somebody buy her soda and then her, obviously, killing that person and leaving a corsage, blood over the place and stuff like that. And so she comes with the idea to go ahead and go to Mexico. When you go to Mexico, something they didn't really show in this movie, which is why I had a hard time remembering it. And I remember this movie because I saw it one time before doing this rewatch, obviously. And Danny Toronto's character, which is an enforcer working for, our vigilant villain in, or protagonist, or whatever the hell you want to call him in the last movie. Supposedly, I thought he died in that movie. No. Otis killed him when he was getting broken out by his half-brother in this movie. And somehow, in Mexico, there's this freaking pimp that owns this freaking hotel that thought it was a good idea to call up the son of Danny Toronto's character that has like this satanic death squad of fucking Mexican enforcers or something. And so they come down, and yeah, this is what's funny. Because it's like a pimp hotel, Otis is having sex sandwiches with two women. The half-brother's having a sex sandwich with a woman. And maybe Firefly is fucking getting drunk, throwing knives with men, and doing all the male testosterone. I mean, it's pathetic. It's almost like a porno in a fucking horror movie. It's like, wow. And of course, because these crazy hillbilly serial killers are so good at what they do, they rip through this whole freaking squad of enforcers and take their little time with the son, obviously, of Dan Toronto's character. And sets him on fucking fire. And then, again, we're left with no real true conclusion. It's like, well, I guess they got away and just went whatever the hell they're going and probably kill more people, but we're never going to see it. Now, I will say this. Rob Zombie, I know you keep leaving the door open. I know you keep leaving the door open with these fucking characters. Don't make another one, man. All right? Just don't. Don't make another one. I know that the door's open. Please don't. Granted, you made a balance of the first two movies with the third film. But here's your problem, Rob Zombie. The only film that's worth a fucking shit is the first movie. And like I said, if you would have continued to make the movies based off of that movie, and going in that direction, is it diverting into a different direction? I like these movies. You didn't. So please, don't make another one. Now let's go into quality. This one's a little bit different than the previous two. And oh yeah, this film was made in 2019. So it's a 2019 movie. So it was quite new. Unlike the first two films, this one is shot in 1.85.1, so you actually will have borders on the top and bottom of the screen instead of it being completely borderless, and barless. This one has a 7.1 Dolby True HD. Now, unlike, say, Dolby True HD on Freddy vs. Jason and Friday the 13th, which had 5.1 channels, there wasn't really a whole lot going on with that because of this limitation of 5.1 and the fact that the sound was insanely balanced. It's always been that way in the original Blu-rays. This is why I thought it was pretty sad that Scream Factory didn't get the ability to do what they want to do with those. When you have 7 channels and with Adobe True HD sound presentation, something's actually going to happen. You're actually going to be able to hear things really cool. So yeah, there's a lot of really good sound effects in this movie. They're still quite balanced and still quite less intense than a DTS sound presentation, but you get more of a theatrical feeling when you have 7 channels. Doesn't matter what type of sound technology it is, you're always going to have a much more bigger experience with 7 channels versus 5. And that's the kind of way it is with this. But it still is Adobe True HD sound presentation, so take it with a grain of salt on that. The picture quality, this film was made in 2019. And this film takes place in 1986. Now, it still does have like the 1970s type of look of the movie because, in terms of hair and wardrobe and stuff like that, because Rob Zombie just loves his 1970s shit because he's a fucking hippie and he just has to have that look in his fucking movies. But this one has a lot more of a modern look, nevertheless, to his film. Cinematography and stuff like that with colors. This one's a lot brighter than the last 2 movies in terms of the picture. Has a lot more character when it comes to the colors of the movie than the previous 2 films. So yeah, it's a better looking movie than the first 2, for sure. And well, that concludes my thoughts on the Firefly trilogy. I hope I haven't offended too many people with these reviews, but you know, I'm entitled to my opinion, you're entitled to your opinion. I just can't get in these films. If you haven't noticed, I am a Victorian. I may have been born in a hick country western state, but I am not country western. I am very much more of a British type of guy versus that. Well, I'll see you guys next time for whatever next review I do then. Until then.